Dumelang bana ba re sithobela sanibonani abusheni. Hello guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Zenaidah Basetsana Mangena and thank you guys so much for tuning in. I really do appreciate your love and your support, the comments, the subscribers. I appreciate you guys. If it's the first time, welcome. Today's video, I am going to share with you guys the 5 principles that I, Zenaidah, live by. So without further ado, let's get into the video. Because of how difficult adulting is, many would think that if we had a manual of how to live our lives, it would be better. I don't think so. I think life would be pretty much boring because it would be like a checklist of the do's and the don'ts. We would know what to expect in every situation that we find ourselves in. But the fact that there is no manual, it makes it so interesting. You know that you have to take risks. You have to get outside of your comfort zone and experience life. And I believe the challenges that we face in life, the situations that we find ourselves in that are unfavorable, require us to use the wisdom and the principles that we have acquired along the way through the experiences and the external sources, be our mentors. So the number 1 principle that I live by is faith. I am a child of God. I have been born again since I was 13 years old. It's been an incredible 11 years of journeying with God. And for me, faith allows me to have inner peace, inner joy, and happiness. The fact that there is a God who is greater, who is bigger, whose thoughts are bigger than mine, who knows me better than myself, it gives me peace. I know that I can go through any difficulty, I can go through any situation, and I will come out on top. Because he says in his word that he has plans for me. His plans are to give me a future. His plans are to prosper me and to give me a future. Meaning, whatever situation I find myself in, no matter how difficult life can tend to be, at the end of the day, I am going to prosper. My future is going to be bright because God is working for my good. So I don't have fear. I live life with a fearless heart, with so much joy in my heart because I know that someone has my back. And number 2 is to be grateful. I am thankful for everything that I have. I think the number 1 thing that human beings do is to complain. And complaining takes so much from you. We focus on the things that we don't have instead of focusing on what we have, what's in front of us. So I have taught myself to always be grateful. Be grateful in every situation, in every circumstance that I find myself, is to look on the positive side of it. Every night I write down a list of things that I'm grateful for, things that happened on the day, the challenges that I faced, the encounters I had with people. I write them down and I list what I'm grateful for. You know, I'm grateful for my family. I'm grateful for a healthy life. I'm grateful for my job. I'm grateful for my friends and my relationships. I'm grateful to be alive. To just wake up and be alive and live my purpose for life. I'm grateful for that. And number 3 is to let go of the past and keep moving forward. To live in the present. One thing that we can't change is the past. Things that happened, blaming ourselves. We could have done better. Yes, maybe we could have done better, but we can't change them. So every day I tell myself, Zenaidah, live in the moment. If you are with a friend, or if you are alone in your room with your thoughts, focus on what's now. Focus on what you can do now. And it's important, yes, to sometimes look back in the past. Take a glance at it and learn from the experiences, but never dwell in it. I don't dwell in my past because if I dwelt in them, I don't think I will even be able to get out of my bed. The things that I've been through, the difficult situations that I found myself in, I wouldn't be able to live. But every day, God blesses me. God graces me with life. And I choose that. I choose to live my life in the moment and focus on what's important, focus on what's now, focus on what I can change. Also, it's important to plan for the future. But never, for me, I always say, Zenaidah, as much as we do everything for the future, we plan our tomorrow, we want to better our tomorrow, is to not worry about tomorrow. Because when we think about tomorrow, when we think about the future, most of us don't think of how amazing it's gonna turn out, of how we're gonna have wonderful families, great careers. We worry. We always go, what if it doesn't work out? What if I fail? And that's number one cause of anxiety and depression. And I've been through so much right now that I'm like, I don't want any anxiety. I don't want any depression in my life right now, Lord. I have worked so hard to be here right now, and I'm going to be positive. I'm going to live in the moment, which is now. The number 4 principle that I live by is love. I believe as human beings, we were created to love one another, to love ourselves. The Bible says, love your neighbor as you love yourself. But how are you going to love your neighbor when you don't know how to love yourself? So the first thing is to love you, to love me, Zenaidah. I struggled so much with accepting who I am as an individual. Growing up, I had issues with confidence, self-esteem. I didn't accept myself because, you get bullied a lot in terms of how you look, and children can be so mean and cruel to you that you start defining yourself according to people's standards. But now I'm in a place where I'm comfortable in my skin. I'm comfortable with what I can bring on the table. I'm comfortable with just looking like Zenaidah and being myself. And because I love myself right now, I'm able to love my friends better. I'm able to love my family. I'm able to love the strangers that I meet on the streets, So loving and giving love, it's something that I honestly and truly live by. And most of the time, I challenge myself to love and to give without expecting anything in return, because I know expectations are literally things that can take so much away from you. Because the minute you start giving with an expectation that they will give back to you, you lose it. Because sometimes you don't get what you expect. Sometimes the people that you choose to love don't love you back. And it's okay, because we have choice. The fact that I made a decision to love you, it means that the person can make a decision to love someone else, and it really is okay. And when you love freely without expecting anything in return, you get so much peace. You become so content with what you can bring on the table and just creating a positive change in someone's life. The last principle that I live by is to always do my best. Doesn't matter what it is that I'm doing at a time, but to really put my effort and do my best. When I decide to put my mind to something and do something, I always make sure that I don't settle for mediocrity. I leave no stone unturned to make sure that the next time I want to do that, there will be improvement, yes, but I would know that I would have done something. I would have done my best. If I'm loving, I'm going to love you with everything that is in me, so that if things fail or things don't work out, I would know that I would have put my all into it. I would know that there was nothing else I could have done because I did my best. That's it from me, guys. Please do let me know what you think of this topic. Do you have your own principles that you live by? If so, please share with them. Let's engage on the comments section below. If you haven't subscribed, please do so. I'd really appreciate it. From me, it's all love and happiness. Mwah. Bye.